What's up, guys? Good morning. Welcome back to the channel. This morning, I woke up to a new dev diary someone linked in my Discord from EW talking about the Bengal tigers. We have a dev diary that kind of goes over giving us a deep dive into these new tigers. This is really exciting, and I wanted to go over it with you guys in this video. We get to see all of the new rares, guys. There's 9 rares for the tigers, 7 rares, and 2 very rare variations. So let's get into it and talk about it. I'm going to kind of scroll through this and read through it. It's super interesting. So let's just jump into it, you guys. So I'm going to skip the little intro. Francois here is the dev talking about his role in creating these tigers and kind of giving us a deep dive into how they're going to work, the mechanics. This is something different than what we're used to in Call of the Wild, and it's really interesting. I'm really curious to see how these tigers are going to work. Yeah, let's just jump into it. Bengal tigers aren't just another animal in our game. They are a masterpiece of aggression and unpredictability. This is interesting. This is actually funny. We were just talking about this yesterday in the stream. I was talking about the predictability with the animals and how extremely predictable the animals are when they go aggressive, or just the way that they act in the game. Their behaviors are super predictable. We were talking about that in the stream yesterday. So this is perfect timing. So this is kind of what we were talking about that we wanted. We want unpredictability with the tigers. So designed to challenge and thrill players in ways they've never experienced before. So initial design, unleashing the ultimate predator. And they've got a cool little video here of some of the animations. The yawning animation looks really cool. So let's see. In the initial design phase of our game, one question burned in our minds: what makes tigers truly interesting? As we delved into the intricacies of these magnificent creatures, it became abundantly clear that their sharp senses and unparalleled skills as hunters were the key to unlocking their full potential. The tiger's keen senses allow them to detect the faintest scent on the breeze. So they're going to be ultra sensitive to scent and sounds, the faintest scent on the breeze, hear the slightest rustle of leaves, and see with remarkable clarity even in the dimmest light. But it's not just their physical prowess that sets them apart, it's also their cunning and adaptability. So they're going to be super sensitive, they're going to be super aware of their surroundings, and apparently super aggressive too. Aggressive and unpredictable behavior. The Bengal tiger is by far the most aggressive animal we have ever created in our game. That is so cool. Their sheer ferocity is unrivaled, but what truly sets them apart is their unique behavior. They actively stalk you. So cool. This is such a W for people like me that like to hunt in the game, that don't want to just farm the respawns to get as many great ones as possible in as little time as possible. This is going to bring us back to hunting, man. This is going to put the focus back on trying to stalk these guys and just survive and be able to kill one. This is I'm so excited for this. Unlike other animals in our game, they don't follow a predictable path or pattern. Instead, they adapt to your movements, silently shadowing you, waiting for the right moment to pounce. One moment you might catch a glimpse of their sleek, muscular body slipping silently through the underbrush. The next, you might hear a low, menacing growl reverberating through the forest and sending shivers down your spine. You know they're out there somewhere hidden waiting. Vocally, they're going to give you little hints as to whether or not you're being stalked, whether or not one is kind of onto you. The tiger's behavior is designed to make you feel like prey, heightening the tension and immersing you in the raw primal fear of being hunted. We wanted to capture the essence of what makes tigers such formidable predators in the wild and bring that same intensity and realism to your gaming experience. In tiger territory, the hunter truly becomes the hunted, and every encounter with the Bengal tiger is a test of your skill, patience, and nerve. And then it goes on to talk about the growl. So one of the most terrifying aspects we incorporated is the Bengal tiger's sporadic growl when stalking you. Unlike other animal calls in our game, this growl can't be pinpointed by the player. Interesting. So you won't get the prompt on the screen and be able to click on it and find out what it is, whether it's a warning call, you know, what species it is. You're just going to hear the growl, and that's it. You've got to kind of try to pinpoint where it's coming from. That's super cool. You can hear it, but you can't figure out where it's coming from. It acts as a warning, building tension just like any good horror movie. Without the growl, you'd have no idea you were being stalked, and then suddenly you'd be dead. The growl makes sure you know you're being hunted, cranking up the suspense and fear. So now we go on to the part that I find the most interesting here. The tiger's populations are going to be significantly smaller than other animals in the game. You're going to have 16 home ranges on the map, making up approximately half of the Nepal Reserve's expanse. Each home range is a kingdom unto itself, ruled by a solitary tiger, fiercely guarding their domain against intruders. So you're going to have 16 spots where there's going to be one tiger, 16 home ranges, one tiger per. So you're only going to have 16 tigers on your map. That is super cool. One question I have about that is whether or not the rare spawn rates are going to be scaled down to match the much smaller populations. You know, like if a melanistic is still 1 in 2,000, that's going to be way, way more rare than getting a melanistic when a population is like 300 animals on a map as opposed to 16. So I'm wondering if they're going to scale that down. I imagine they will. Otherwise, the rares are going to be insanely rare. Setting the population of tigers was a challenging endeavor. We aimed to strike the perfect balance between providing enough excitement without overwhelming players with stress or leaving them bored. With one tiger per home range, totaling 16 in all, we believe we found the optimal number. However, the true test lies in the many hours of gameplay ahead and feedback from you, our players. We're always listening, grateful for your contribution, blah, 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 blah. So yeah, hopefully this is going to work and be balanced properly. One concern I have here is if they're that aggressive with the player, are they that aggressive when it comes to other animals? Are they going to be spooking every animal? Are they going to be attacking other animals? So hopefully this will be balanced so that you can still effectively hunt all the other species within their home ranges where the tigers are. It'll be interesting to see how that plays out. And then we get into the rare variations, you guys, and I'm going to name each one of these. I'm pretty sure I know exactly what these are related to in real life, but featuring 7 rares and 2 very rare fur variations. I assume the very rares are right here, the albino and the melanistic. Very interesting to see they did a full melanistic tiger. These don't exist in real life. It's really interesting that they did that. I'm kind of glad that they did. Despite the tiger's lower population compared to other animals, their uncanny ability to detect and stalk hunters ensures encounters will be frequent enough in their territory. In other words, don't worry, if you can't find the tiger will find you. So basically, we've got our common tiger. I believe the next one to the right is the erythristic or golden tiger. I believe this next one is the white tiger. And then next to that one, we've got the snow white tiger, which is basically a white tiger variation without the stripes. I believe that's what this one is. And then we go on to the pseudo melanistic. We've got 2 variants of the pseudo melanistic. I believe these 2 are what is known as abundistic, tigers with abundism, similar to the pseudo melanistic where they have the big, thick, kind of same, bold stripes, except no orange, just kind of white under the stripes. And then we've got the albino and the melanistic. That is incredible. This far exceeds my expectations as far as what rares they're going to do. They're really going all out here with the tigers, and you love to see it. So, and then he goes on to talking about some of the inspiration from some of his favorite horror movies as a child, which I think is really cool. And then, yeah, just kind of an outro here. This is really nice work. It looks like Francois has done a very good job doing a bang-up job here on these tigers. I'm super excited. What do you guys think? Hopefully everything is kind of balanced so that the tigers don't interfere too much with the other animals if you're trying to hunt other animals. Yeah, super aggressive, hyper aggressive tigers with 9 rares. What do you guys think, man? What's your take on this? I think it's super exciting. I think this is going to bring, really help bring the focus back to hunting in this game again, rather than going out and trying to just farm as many trophies as you can, trying to make the rares less rare. I think this brings the pendulum back in the right direction to where this is going to make trophies harder to get rather than easier. And I think that's exactly what the game needs. And I think this is also going to make for some incredible content here on the channel, man, and some really, really exciting streams. I'm so excited to try this out. What do you guys think, man? Let me know down below. Please do drop a like if you enjoyed the video. It helps the channel so much. I really appreciate it. Let's hit 60K subscribers, you guys. We're getting close. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one.